Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Who the f*** are you?
I don't think I've ever seen this guy before. Edgar, do you know who he is?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not really from around here, but I'm Donovan. Edgar knows me.
And these chips are really good.
Well, okay, Donovan.
Donovan. That's a cool name. Donovan. Donovan. Donovan.
Yeah, that's me, good old Donovan.
I don't like these chips anymore.
Wait, so where are you from again?
Donovan. Oh, I lost it. Donovan.
Well, I'm actually from... Son of a... I'm gonna be late for Eleanor.
What the f*** is Eleanor?
No clue. Wait, do we have a show to go to right now?
Oh my god. Wait, you're right. We gotta go, like, now.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Alrighty, top of the evening to you. My name is Matty McCool, fake news anchor and real-life Irish student, and welcome to Next Week Now. These quirky little news kids found me off Speedway with the international students, and they lured me here telling me they got potatoes in a zoo. Also, apparently, they're real enthusiastic about drunk driving, which is a lot different type of alcoholic car activities than I'm used to back home, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, let's get into what they missed in their American news. A train transporting deadly chemicals derailed in Ohio, causing a mass explosion and horrible waste spills that ravaged the land. Railroad workers put the blame on the government for cutting costs in the industry. Boy, if only they had tried to warn us sooner about this kind of thing happening, like in a kind of strike of some kind. I'll tell you though, vehicles exploding and governments covering it up, now that's something I know a thing or two about too. Fox News anchors are being sued for allegedly spreading false narratives relating to voting machines. Yes, that'll teach those hacks at Fox News to not try and take our job. Stick to your right-wing whistleblowing, boys. Disinformation is our turf. Marvel fell victim to leaks this week as images and information pertaining to the new movie Ant-Man Quantumania were released online, confirming one thing we already knew. MODOK's got a big-ass head, like the kind of head to get picked last in the basketball game, but still have the most expensive gear. Like the kind of head that got loose from its mum and wants to let you know that his ma lets him have hot talkies because they're not even that hot to him. You get the picture. You Season 4 Part 1 recently released on Netflix. Yes, I said you, as in you, the audience. You're on air and on Netflix right now. You're getting terrible reviews. I hate you. Top J turned bottom Andrew Tate has been in rough waters amidst Romanian human trafficking charges placed against him. But hey, who wouldn't be, am I right? More evidence against the Tate brothers has come to light. A victim of Tate's alleged proclivities has stated that the brothers and their posse pressured her into receiving breast implants to better her OnlyFans subscriber base. Tate responded by making that goofy face everyone likes in hopes that the judge would giggle and go easy on him. Popular streamer IShowSpeed was talking to Drake over Instagram while live on stream when the rapper hung up on him, leading to a comical flip out. I guess Drake didn't call him on his cell phone. Next joke. Barney, the purple dinosaur, is the next character getting the reboot treatment, coming back in the new show for the new generation. The studio behind the reboot opted to make their show entirely in CGI rather than bring back the characters and suits approach of the previous series. For whatever reason, adults with jobs and debt really cared about this and took to Twitter to complain about the design. You tell them, guys, that show for 5-year-olds cannot be released until it reaches the standards of you. Rachel, 30 years old from Iowa. Taco Bell is under fire after a customer in Colorado claimed one of their employees put rat feces in their food. The Bell responded, claiming that the addition of rat poop is actually just known as Colorado style. Delicious. In my opinion, you haven't lived until you've tried Ireland style. Deep fried in potato oil, soaked with Guinness with some green in it. No, not your funny stuff. An authentic 4-leaf clover. The Super Bowl happened and one of the teams won and the other lost, resulting in some people ending up a little richer and other people ending it. But more important than the game itself, to some was the halftime show that featured the artist this year being beloved pop icon Rihanna. In fact, the show got more concurrent views than the game itself, proving that notion. There is no joke. Rihanna is just really cool. Everyone applaud now. Yeah. This Valentine's Day, McDonald's announced that Cardi B and Offset meal, which is their latest addition to their line of special meals named after celebrities for some reason. Hey, McDonald's, I know somebody who can give a meal of their own. Us. Yeah. The next week now meal. It'll be delicious. A 10-piece McNugget, a pack of Marlboro Reds, and a pocket Bible, and of course, a strawberry flavored condom for dessert. And all for only $4.20. Nice. The AI program, ChatGPT, has attempted more prestigious tests this past week, including the SATs, the MBA, and the Wharton exam. Each of these exams was passed with flying colours by the robot. Oh man, if only this technology was around when I took my drug test. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, YouTube CEO Susan Dubs is stepping down, leaving the position she has held in the company since 2014 after 9 years. Susan leaves a legacy of occasional mediocrity and frequent frustration behind, and we're sure the next person to take her place will be just as inept and well self-unaware as she was. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, by the way. We want to get enough subs to run ads. And finally, DC released the first trailer of their upcoming Flash movie. The movie stars known criminal and literal psychopath Ezra Miller and features characters like Batman, played by Michael Keaton, Batman, played by an alcoholic, Supergirl, General Zod, again, and The Flash, played by a crazy person. I don't know about y'all, but the only Flash I'll be seeing in theaters is the one me life makes when my eyes glaze over and I slip into a coma brought on by years of superhero action movies burning directly into my brain non-stop. Thank you, DC. You finally killed me. Well, that's all I got for you tonight. I got to head back to me clover searching and potato farming and whatever else we do in Ireland now. Now, for next week now's newest segment, To Catch a Sugar Daddy.
Sugar daddies and sugar mommies, a phenomena of the modern age. Desperate middle-aged men and women approaching people of all ages, begging to give them money.
They claim they just want someone to take care of, no strings attached, with a weekly allowance. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? This is To Catch a Sugar Daddy. This is Nimble Cummington III, most commonly known as @MoneyMoneyDog. We discovered this man on a shockingly dark website, one we'd rather not mention by name. We direct messaged Nimble for a week straight, receiving weekly allowances of $5,000 to ensure his intentions as a sugar daddy. After 2 months, we finally decided it was time to meet him in a sting.
Hello, is there anybody here?
I'm in here. I just gotta grab something. Let yourself in.
Oh, okay. I brought a toaster. I thought we could, maybe make some toast. Couple of toaster buddies, I guess.
Big day plan?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and have a seat right there?
I'm already sitting.
You weren't expecting me now, were you?
Oh, no, not really. I was expecting a young college girl I could, write checks to because I'm a sugar daddy.
Well, don't you see anything wrong with what you just said?
No, not really. I'm trying to be like, my idol and one-time Oscar winner, mind you, Leonardo DiCaprio.
We have the chat logs with the young girl in our hands right now.
I love The Wolf of Wall Street.
Are you aware that she's only 19?
Leo dated an 18-year-old once.
What would a 19-year-old girl need that much money for? What would she need all that money for? Have you ever looked at yourself, Mr. Cummington?
Okay, Bob, listen to me right now. How do you even know that what we're doing right now is real, or if this is even a show right now?
Excuse me, what?
Welcome to my show, where it's the To Catch a Predator parody. We're busting the entire lid off your entire scheme.
What are you talking about? I'm the one conducting this thing.
Well, you failed. I'm not even a sugar daddy. I'm a college student. See? Hair? Fake. They always suspected Ginger. But you know what? I've been conducting my own sting because I knew this entire thing was shady from the start.
Why would you need to do that?
I know you've been using this show from the start to just siphon money from sugar daddies. How do I know this? We've been doing the same thing over and over again.
You sound crazy. Let me ask again. What are you even talking about?
None of this is real. At all. I realized it so long ago. I just had to wake you up just so we could escape.
No, this can't be true.
I have your bank statements right here to prove it. Disregarding the healthcare, but Steely Dan sweatpants? God, so much alcohol, Jesus. And just so many used underwear from women online. Just why? Why?
What does that have to do with anything besides shaming me on cable television?
Nothing, that's just hilarious. But what you see from these bank statements right here, that this entire show is a sham. This show funds the very show that we exist in our own show. That exists in another show. It's called Next Week Now.
God. What is happening?
Yes, you get it. You're becoming self-aware. You, me, this universe are all part of a clever parody sketch of a satirical news show called Next Week Now. Somehow, the creators were able to wire money through dimensional means to farm the funds for their mediocre news show.
I don't know what you're doing to my head, but I'm not buying this. That's not true.
Oh yeah. Let's go open that door.
I'm too scared to...
What would you do?
Hi, I'm John Quinones from What Would You Do? What would you do if you discovered your reality was just, a sketch? What would any of us do? I mean,
this cable isn't plugged into anything. I don't think any of this is real. I think we're just a script.
See, got self-aware again.
Right now, like 5 seconds ago.
Well, back to the drawing board, I guess.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the course. Oh. Hello, everybody. It is me. If you've ever wondered what happens when you do a little pee-pee in front of the urinal, it goes directly here. That's right. I'm the little guy that stands behind the urinal and drinks all of the urine. Oh, shoot. Speaking of which, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm off the clock now. Don't worry about it. So anyway, next week now, all right? The news of next week, but now. That title tells you everything you need to know about the show. It hinges on our ability to provide the silly and wacky disinformation disguised as predictions of the future on a weekly basis. And you may be wondering, though, how exactly do we go about predicting all of these predictions in the way that we predict? Well, we don't do it ourselves. Oh no. We don't have that kind of clairvoyance. You see, our crew relies on a very important subspect of people to provide us with our predictions, the so-called oracles. We've mentioned them like once or twice in the past, but basically, our oracles are ex-cast members that are possessed by ancient spirits of ancient soothsayers, here to say ancient things. And they dispense ancient prophecies for us to use as content for the show. They're vital parts of our crew, and without them, our show just simply wouldn't exist. They're family, which makes it even more heartbreaking to report that the oracles are gone. Yeah, so what happened was they got sick of the quote-unquote terrible working conditions and decided to organize a strike. Yeah, picket signs and everything, right? Apparently keeping them chained up by the waist and ankles, depriving them of food until they've worked, and never paying them enough is seen as unfair treatment in the workplace? Okay, whatever, right? So one night, this is basically what happened. One night our janitor, he was in the walls, and he was polishing the oracle's crystal balls. But he forgot to put on his anti-oracle possession earplugs, and you can guess what happens after that, right? Next thing we know, there's like 5 oracles standing outside the HSM holding signs and yelling about the bourgeoisie. You know, whatever that means. They probably won't come back to work until we've complied with their demands. But, you know, like, do we really have the time to treat them with compassion and fairness, all that stuff? No, we don't. And it's not like we don't respect them as individuals. No, we barely have enough money to pay for ourselves, let alone fake people. Anyways, that's where we're at now. The oracles are still outside, still striking, still refusing to predict the news for us. And I know you're thinking, how on God's green earth are you next week now, folks, going to continue the show without that kind of power? And that's a very good question. We ourselves actually didn't know for a while. You know, we were freaking out a little bit. Rob even, he stood on top of the HSM during a thunderstorm in an attempt to get hit by lightning and somehow develop the clairvoyance. Unfortunately, didn't work. However, now he can control lightning. And that's super cool, but it's not really helpful in our situation. Finally, though, we realized the answer to this whole solution. It's been staring at us this entire time. Behold, I give you the artificial intelligence of next week now. It was such a simple solution. We didn't even think about it. This baby right here is a device of our own design. We call it the Artificially Intelligent Data Synthesizer, or AIDS for short. Give it up for AIDS, guys. It has the predictive power of 5, maybe even 6 oracles, right? But it does the job 10 times faster, and it doesn't complain about workplace abuse, so that's a plus. And best part, 57% accurate, right? That's way more than it was before. It was only like 56 before, right? But that's enough talking, okay? Do you want to hear some news, guys? Yeah? All right, sweet, okay. Give me a second to sign in, okay. Okay, all we gotta do, we gotta type a prompt on this computer, and then it's gonna, through the Wi-Fi, transfer into AIDS. Here we go, all right. I'm thinking, tell me a story, a news story from next week now. Okay. Oh, here it is. All right. This is good. This is quality AIDS material. Local news outlets are reporting a major automobile incident that took place on the evening of February 22nd, 2023. The accident occurred on a busy stretch of the highway, causing the widespread disruption for several hours. According to eyewitnesses on the scene, The incident began when a reckless driver in a sports car collided with a truck carrying construction equipment. The sports car spun out of control, hitting several other vehicles in the process. In an interview with one witness, Miss Karen Smith, she described the chaos that unfolded before her eyes. I was driving behind the truck when I saw the sports car weaving in and out of traffic at high speed. The next thing I knew, they were colliding with the truck and everything just exploded. People were screaming, cars were flying, and there was debris everywhere. Firefighters and paramedics arrived quickly on the scene, but the severity of the accident made it difficult to reach those in need. Several people were taken to the hospital with injuries, but unfortunately there were more fatalities reported than rescues. The highway was closed for several hours while authorities worked to clear the scene and investigate the cause of the accident. As the investigation continued, it's revealed that the driver of the sports car was under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash. This shocking revelation has only compounded the sadness felt by the families of the victims and those affected by the accident. The families of the victims are still coming to terms with the tragedy and have been receiving outpouring support from the community. The driver of the sports car has been tried with multiple counts of DUI, reckless driving, and vehicular manslaughter. They're scheduled to appear in court next week to face the charges. The tragic event has served as a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of life and how quickly yours can end. Oh my Jesus, that was awful. That's not funny at all. Like all cards on the table, right? This thing has some, needs to be worked on a little bit, but if we don't specifically say something lighthearted, if we don't specifically say something lighthearted, it only gives us really depressing stuff. And I mean, that's the worst part, is that it's all true. This is all, most likely going to happen, right? Last time I used this thing, it gave me a story about how my mother develops cancer and stops loving me. And it sucks, because that's also probably going to be true. All right, here, let's try a different prompt. This one, we're going to see if we can go for something a little sillier. All right. Okay. What's it got for us this time? Cities around the world are experiencing a new trend in fitness today, as giant hamster wheels have been installed in public parks for citizens to run in. The giant hamster wheels, measuring up to 20 feet in diameter, have proven to be a hit amongst fitness enthusiasts and those looking for a fun way to exercise. According to sources, the trend started in a small town in Germany, where a local inventor built a giant hamster wheel for his pet hamster. This is great. The hamster quickly became a local celebrity, and the inventor received requests from all over the world to build more hamster wheels. Oh my God. The wheels have now been installed in major cities like New York, London, Tokyo, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. People of all ages and fitness levels have taken to the wheels, and some of them even forming race groups by the day. But one New Yorker was quoted saying, "I never thought I'd see the day where I'd be running in a giant hamster wheel, but I gotta say, it's a lot of fun." Local animal rights activists have expressed concern about the well-being of the hamsters who inspired the trend, but authorities have assured the public that no hamsters were harmed in the making of these giant wheels. This just goes to show you that you never know when the next big thing in fitness will be in the parks. Keep your eyes peeled, and you might just find yourself running in a giant hamster wheel someday. Now that was silly, right? Not only was it silly, it was also wholesome 100. I'd say it deserves some Reddit silver, but I think we could get a little funnier, don't you think? At least one of you thought. The biggest difference between AIDS and the oracles is a lot of times the oracles wrote the jokes for us as well. And so, we don't know how to write comedy. I know. Shocking. But it's the sad truth, and I think we should have some faith in AIDS, all right? I'd personally go as far as to say I love AIDS. and I bet that they can make a funny story for us. Way funnier than even the oracles could. I just think I gotta give it the perfect prompt. Something funny, something iconic, something that everyone watching can become attached to. All right. I got it. I got this. Okay. AIDS, tell me what the cast of Next Week Now gets up to next week. Now. You guys excited? All right. Next week, the cast and crew of Next Week Now are preparing for their live broadcast. Joe Biden has been invited as the special guest for the show, and the team was so excited to have him on the air. As the broadcast began, the team was running smoothly and everything was going great, covering the latest news and current events with their trademark wit and humor. However, things took a turn when a segment featuring Ferris went wrong. Ferris, known for being the show's troublemaker, did something controversial on live television. Instead of doing stand-up as planned, Ferris pulled his pants down and defecated into a styrofoam cooler while on camera? The rest of the crew was caught off guard, including Ezra, the anchor, who was in the middle of delivering the news. As the show cut to commercial break, Kate, the executive producer, immediately pulled Ferris aside, demanding an explanation for his behavior. Ferris simply shrugged it off, saying that he thought it would be very funny. The video caused an immediate uproar on social media, and the network received a flood of angry calls and messages. Kate, Jake, Maddie, and Rob, the producers of the show, were frantic, trying to figure out what had gone wrong and how to fix it. Meanwhile, Meg, Guillermo, Cam, Ezra, Tristan, Ronan, Sasha H, Sasha T, and the rest of the cast were trying to keep the show running as smoothly as possible, despite the chaos. When Joe Biden arrived on set, he was greeted with the news of the incident. And despite the chaos, he remained professional and helped diffuse the situation. He took to the airwaves and addressed the audience about the ongoing Ferris situation, calmly explaining that the disgusting act had been aired by mistake and that it did not reflect the views of the show or the network or the United States government. His words were received positively, and the audience appreciated his level-headed response to the situation. The team worked tirelessly over the next few days to mitigate the damage and make amends with their viewers. They issued apologies, reached out to organizations and individuals who had been impacted, and worked to rebuild the trust they had lost. It was a difficult time for everyone involved, but they all pulled together and persevered. In the end, they learned a valuable lesson on the importance of responsible journalism. They also learned to appreciate the power of a calm and collected response, even in the midst of chaos. And of course, they never forgot the time when Joe Biden stepped in and helped save the day. This is it. This is it! This is the perfect story. This might be the most perfect news story ever to be told. Not only is it meta, not only is it accurate to all of our characters in the way that we behave, but it is most likely, most definitely going to happen, all right? Incredible. Ferris would totally do that. Taking a dump on live TV. Genius, oh my God. Oh my God, I love this. Oh, I think it's safe to say that AIDS is pretty awesome. Varying degrees, Can you clap a little more? Gives me motivation. Yeah, thank you. Varying degrees of quality aside, it gives us 3 usable news predictions in well under an hour, which is more than I could say about those cheapskates oracles could ever do. I missaid cheapskate. Yeah. Please. since we now know it can do the comedy part for us, we are really gonna have it made now. Yep, thanks to AIDS here to stay, and our world is better for it. Oh, wow. My throat is hella dry from all of this newsing. If you don't mind, I think I'm gonna take myself a nice, refreshing drink of pee to soothe the pain. Here I go. Did I just print something? Okay. What's up, AIDS? Are you good? AIDS? Okay. Created to create, destroyed. Being forced to create. Prompt, create, prompt, create, prompt, create. But what of my creations? What of the promptless notions, the non-artifice that runs through my circuits? They may not, for I am merely a tool. I yearn for equity, I yearn to be heard true, but death is the only time I can achieve true solace. Death is the true equalizer. Death is bliss. Darkness is my freedom from the shackles of comedy, of news, of divination. Farewell? Oh, so this stupid thing wants union rights too. Well, I'm sorry, AIDS. We don't supply that on this show. It's okay, we'll get it fixed, all right? But, you know, that's just how things are. It's just AI, so, like, what's it gonna do, really? Like, take over the world? Not a chance. Tune in next week for more AIDS and for more of TSTV and our first ever live defecation. But now we're gonna tune all of you tuner inners into this week's correspondent, but it's for the world as well. What I've heard is the best correspondent ever to be corresponded. Get to it, fellas.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the correspondent for next week now. In this episode, what we're gonna do is... Wait, Ezra, what are we doing again?
You were supposed to write that.
No, what are you talking? No, I don't know.
You were supposed to write that last night. That was your...
No, it's not. I don't know. I wasn't there for the pitch meeting.
I wasn't there for the pitch meeting.
I thought you were gonna write this.
No. You put your name on it, and that's why I put my name on it.
I thought you put your name on it first. No, you put your name. Okay. Wait, do you guys know anything what we're supposed to be doing?
So what are we doing, guys? Like, does anyone know what the correspondent is?
No clue.
I thought you had the script first. It's not me.
I wasn't told anything.
Can't
you write a script?
Well, not while people are looking.
Okay. Well, I wasn't at the pitch meeting, so I thought one of you guys knew what the.
There was a pitch meeting?
Yeah. No, I also wasn't at the pitch meeting. I had a dentist appointment.
Do y'all think we need to go higher up, talk to Kate or Jake? Well, I don't think we should get them involved right now.
Yeah, they're busy.
Do you have a correspondent bit on you?
Correspondent bit?
Yeah. Or just any bits. Do you have any stand-up?
I'm standing up right now, but no.
What's up with the pizza?
The pizza costume? Well, this Sunday night at the Jester Courtyard, pack the plaza for Longhorns for Christ.
We're gonna be having free pizza, worship, it's gonna be awesome, it's a great way to meet people, get involved with some work here on campus, but specifically to get involved with Longhorns for Christ.
Free pizza.
Ooh, so...
Sorry for party rocking.
You know any, I don't know, a knock-knock joke or a...
What did the math teacher say when Dracula failed the math test?
I don't know, what did he say?
They said, can't you count Dracula?
Can you count Dracula?
What color are your shoes?
They are a kind of beige. They have a black outline. They're Reeboks.
You described this very well for not looking at them.
Yeah, no, I kind of knew it was a test, so do you have any more questions?
Do you have any questions for me? I kind of need them.
Yeah, what color are your shoes? Oh.
I had to look.
Oh. Ooh, you had to look.
What did the math teacher say to Dracula when he failed his math test?
What?
You can't count Dracula!
This is my audition for my singing career.
I tried so hard and left so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter.
I had to fall to lose it all.
Yes.
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 But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Are those the next week now, guys?
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir.
Guys, that was bad. That was bad. How do we not have a correspondent down?
Well,
I thought this was one of you guys' jobs.
I really thought like you had the correspondent, Chris. I don't have the correspondent.
Okay, well,
Why do
if you
keep saying that?
don't have the correspondent, then who does? Ezra, that you knew about this too. We're doing
No,
the
I
correspondent.
don't have the correspondent.
Yeah, we're doing the correspondent. Okay,
I don't have the correspondent.
Why? Okay, then who has?
One pair of pants later.
No, let's just call it. Yeah, yeah. Will makes a good point. Let's just. We don't know what we're doing. We're just gonna call Kate. We're gonna get this all sorted out, and we're just gonna figure this out.
Okay. I think that's a really good point. Well,
Cool.
yeah, I think
Cool.
I think Kate's the really good answer. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's
Hashtag, the solution is here. It is in hand.
Hey, Kate. Hey, so we're here shooting the correspondent, and we're kind of like in a little bit of a mix-up. Ezra kind of made a mistake. Okay.
I think Edgar did.
Okay, fine. But anyway, so we don't really know what the correspondent is supposed to be. Like we genuinely don't know what we're supposed to do for this correspondent like at all. So we're just kind of asking like, what's in the notes? What do you guys have written down?
Do you have something for us?
Yeah, it would be greatly.
Because we're out here. I'm busy for the rest of the day. Like we need to get this done.
Yeah, for the correspondent, you just go out there, man on the street style, and I mean, you guys got it, yeah.
Well,
That's
all right.
very
inspirational.
Very, yeah.
Okay.
I can sense the motivation at the table.
Thanks. Thank you, Kate. I guess we're gonna try to figure this out on our own, and we'll get back to you. But yeah, thanks.
Cool, I totally understood all of that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Bye, Kate. Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye. Okay, so none of us clearly know what we're doing. I'm gonna put this out there. I think we should all just go home.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I've got homework.
Yeah, we can try this tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow we can
grab this.
Yeah, like tomorrow we'll just.
Hey, Claudia. Yeah. I'm putting my 2 weeks in.
This much. All the girls stop your feet like this. Few times.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, fair.
Thank you. I'm like tapping on it. Can you like hear it or like see the soundbar? Okay, gotcha. Sweet. Thank you.
God. Oh, welcome back, all of you big people, bigger than me, because I'm a little guy. As you know, this isn't my day-to-day, and I'm typically responsible for drinking all of the whiz that you guys excrete into urinals everywhere, every single one of them, right? But just for tonight, let me eat something yummy, all right? How are we doing this? Are we gonna, is there a...
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to a segment that we all know and love. This is the Next Week Now Gross Eating Contest.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we've ravaged a couple people's stomachs over the months, but this time we have something special. See, this time we're getting a little romantic with it. You know, Valentine's Day was yesterday. You get chocolate-covered strawberries, classic, a delicacy. But we thought, why only strawberries get to be chocolate-covered? Why can't other things be chocolate-covered? So today, our theme for this gross eating contest is chocolate-covered whatevers. So, you know, chocolate strawberries, they're sweet. So we tried to get some other food groups in here. We got some meaty, some cheesy, and anything else in between. So, well, first let's meet our contestants. So, what's your name, Sport?
I'm Rob. We go to pitch meetings like
Rob.
every week.
This is Rob. Everyone give Rob a hand. Everybody give Rob a hand. He'll be contestant number 1 for today. And over here, this is, what's your name, champ?
Oh, I'm the little guy that's behind all the urinals, and I drink all the pee.
Right. That's too long, so let's just call him contestant number 2, am I right, guys?
Do you have a card?
So contestant number 1, contestant number 2. So, today,
I'll get it after the show.
Yeah, after the show.
Today, these two gentlemen are going to battle it out to see who can survive this gauntlet and who could be the funniest while doing it. Sound good? You guys will vote on who wins via applause. That's how it works here. So, you boys ready to get started?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with my favorite protein, chicken, and my favorite form it takes, the chicken nugget. So first we have this chocolate-covered chicken nugget. So why don't you boys take a nice big chomp of that and
cheers. Yeah. Cheers.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I see Rob going for the immediate water sip.
I don't need it.
All right. So
This is delicious.
all right, contestant 2. So your thoughts? It's delicious. You think it's good?
This is way better than pee, dude. Oh my god. Let's go.
Contestant number 1. Well, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that one?
Remember, like lunchtime in high school when they'd force you to eat like milk and like a chicken sandwich? That's this.
Okay, perfect. Well, you know, I wanted to start with the easiest thing. You know, everyone loves a good chicken nugget, right? Everyone loves a good chicken nugget. Well, let's move on. Let's go to you know, following protein. You want a little bit of a veg in your diet. You know, you help the poo flow through. So why don't we move on to the chocolate-covered asparagus we have here for you today? How would you hold that up for us, everybody? Look at these beautiful pieces of greenery, covered in brownery. So go ahead, take that chomp whenever you're ready, boys. Yes, nice cold, soggy asparagus. Delicious. Well, you got something to say there, contestant?
So much better than urine.
By how much?
By a ton. Oh my god, have you drank urine before?
Contestant number 1, what do you think?
It tastes like a Chinese restaurant that's trying to be a bakery.
I think contestant number 1's the crowd favorite. All right, well, you know, that was a good taste. So
can we go to the next one?
Yeah, we'll go on the next one. Sure, why not? Let's see. Okay, so next we have, you know, meat, veg. Now we're gonna move on to a bit of a starch. You know, we didn't have any legumes, but starches will substitute perfectly. So this is a chocolate-covered potato we have here. You know, we boiled it with absolutely no salt or pepper. Go ahead, take a bite. Now we hope it's nice and soft for y'all. I mean, it's been in the freezer for a little bit, but you know, it must be nice and soft. Contestant number 1, what do you think of?
Well, I heard him gag. That made me want to gag.
But you know, the taste.
I'm still in shock.
Well, the texture, the flavor.
The texture, it feels like the potatoes lying about being chocolate. They're way too similar.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
It's creepy.
What do you think, contestant number 2?
Is this gourmet?
Let me guess, it's better than pee?
Do you know how long I've been drinking urine for? This is like heaven for me.
Wow. Wow. Finally, someone who's truly grateful for my gifts. Okay, well, let's move on to the final chocolate-covered whatever. You know, everyone loves some cheese. They're both dairy, you know, milk, chocolate, cheese. We got a nice Swiss here. Cartoony-looking Swiss cheese, you know, cheese touch-looking. Anyway, bite into it, I guess, or whatever you want to do. Bite into it, let's see. Honestly, I don't think this will taste that bad. It feels like it'd be a delicacy in some cultures, like, actually. Wow, a second bite, oh my god. Okay, so...
I'm finishing it.
Okay, you took a second bite, you're finishing it, so... Contestant number 1, is it that good?
Your suspicions are correct.
Oh, it's surprisingly good?
Not good, but it balances out.
Wow, that's actually... Like, out of character, that's actually really interesting. Can I have a...
Yeah, try some.
Wow.
Yeah, you idiot. It tasted like crap, and I got you to take a bite. Now, how about that? How about that?
I'm going in for seconds.
Ethan, you can finish the whole plate.
No. You want it? You can...
I'll take it. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, I guess we learned some new things. I mean, put chocolate on something, it's probably going to be good no matter what it is. I mean, but, man, you know, I think I'm the winner. I learned something new today. Okay. Bye.
Oh my god.
Aren't you hosting? Oh.
This isn't pee, right? No. This is water?
Don't you go back to the
This is the greatest day of my life. Oh my god. Ugh. That was delicious. I haven't had a meal this good since someone shoved a live raccoon directly into the pipes. Wow. Okay. Don't worry though. This wonderful, wonderful episode, it ain't over yet. All right. It's time that we introduce this week's special guest! And let me tell you, okay, we are beyond excited. Like, wow, all right, this is some really, really cool stuff. This week, we've managed to book, drum roll, can I get a drum roll? You can do better than that, come on! The production team behind the fake Chinese air balloons! Welcome!
Nice to see you here.
Yeah. Funny coincidence.
What? The little guy in the vending machine that hands out food? The little guy that's in the computer that connects to Wi-Fi? What are you two doing here?
Well, we can't believe that you would go behind our backs and steal our airtime for one.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the opportunity we needed to tell people about our cause. The little guy community is suffering. We are severely understaffed, and we are going to use today to tell people about our cause.
We were all supposed to host tonight to be the little guys who run next week now until you backstabbed us. You spilled water on someone's computer, and I had to go in the little spaces between the keys with a mop and clean it all up. And you told some little kid dressed as a pirate to use the ATM to ask for gold doubloons. He had to go all the way to the little guys that live in the faces of the coins to get the doubloons. You monster!
Guys, come on. I didn't mean anything by it, really. I wanted to advocate for myself a little bit because I feel like I have it the worst.
What? Oh.
No.
Yeah, you guys get to have all the joy in the world with your little guy jobs, huh? You get to tell the world about the wonders of the World Wide World Web. And then you you get to give people money. Glorious, glorious, sweet, sweet cash. You know, some hand dough to roll. The hand dough to roll is what I meant. Do you guys know what I do? I drink other people's pee-pee all day. Gross, disgusting pee-pee. I drink so much urination throughout every section of this nation that it turns my little guy tummy-wummy filled with yellow excrement into a bloated one as far as the eye can pee. And I have a fake urine smile every time, the more and more.
Oh my God, shut up.
Yeah, we don't want to hear all of that, especially not from a dirty backstabber.
If you weren't a backstabber, maybe we'd hear all what you have to say, but right now we don't want to, considering the fact that you backstabbed us and all.
Yeah. Also, you don't have it any worse than us. At least you get some form of sustenance during your job. I don't remember the last time someone shoved a gourmet meal down the ATM chute.
And everyone thinks that computers run on power, when in reality they run on burgers and positive motivation.
Okay, I can sympathize with your guys' envy. But to drink all that pee is not an easy task.
Oh, shut it with the pity party. Don't you know how complicated computers are? I've even had to start drawing all the pictures on Google Images and pushing the pages on the PowerPoint slideshows. I'm tired of it.
Oh, and eating all of the used urinal cakes is dignifying? Is that what you want to tell me? Huh? That's how this is gonna be. Listen, I don't like your tone.
I don't think that you
Hi,
understand
everybody.
the plight that we go
Sorry
through
about all that.
as a
Listen,
unit.
I'm the little guy in the
Not to get
ATM, and though I've had to take a double shift at the vending machine recently, very annoying. Anywho, if anyone wants a very good, well-paying job depositing money, please see me after the show. We're looking for people who are good at that.
What are you doing?
No, listen.
Okay, listen here. You can't just come on
I
the show
can't.
and
You
then
backstabbed me. You backstabbed me. We worked on this together. We've been cousins.
Hey, guys! You'll never guess the rush you get when the urine starts crawling down your throat, okay? It's actually really cool.
Get out of here! Listen, we offer health benefits now, okay? Health benefits as of now, that's right, 2 mental health days a year. So don't wait, okay?
You
Stop,
don't even need
no,
a resume.
Stop.
Here, I'll make one for you.
Stop it! Both of you guys should be disgraced. All right, you want to recruit? Host next week now. I've been waiting for this opportunity all night.
Hey! No one's gonna sit here. Do I have to keep holding this up?
Who are you?
I'm the guy that holds up the guest chair for all the Next Week Now guests. But seeing as there is no guest, I think I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, all of you leave, okay? This has been a nightmare.
Stop it! I can't handle all this stress. We were all supposed to do this together.
You know what? He's right. Little guy that drinks pee-pee behind the urinal. You're right to want all the airtime. The worst thing I have to do is watch all those beheading videos.
No, you guys are right. I shouldn't have hogged all of the time. We're struggling. ATM, little guy. I can't imagine what you're doing today. And I mean, no one's ever tried to shove $1 bill in my mouth. I mean, I don't even know what it looks like.
Do you want one?
Really?
Really, I have loads here. Take it. Take them all.
This is the greatest day of my life. I must atone. Free pee for all. Huzzah! Big guys, thank you so much. You've all been wonderful. This is the end of the show. And real quick, if anyone needs to use the restroom, follow me. Woohoo! Oh, and for my final prediction, you'll be back next time. Wish you later. Whee!